Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Aisyah binti Muhammad Marsin, and today I would like to present to you my research study entitled The Food Safety Knowledge Among Students in Pasir Salak Community College. Do you love food? I bet most of you have your own favorite food. Or are you currently enjoying your food right now by looking at my presentation? Keep going as we are going deeper about our food. We do use the term we eat to live and not live to eat, but sometimes eating can also spoil our living if the food is contaminated. And it is all related to my topic regarding food safety. Have you heard of food safety? Yes, that means that you are already exposed to food safety knowledge. No? Well, that is not surprising because not many people know the fact of food safety knowledge. Either you know it in your formal education in schools or informal education from your home. Basically, food safety is actually a condition of food that ensures to be safe, clean, and also free from contamination. What will happen when we neglect our food safety? Food poisoning might occur. Food diseases will occur. Or even my death will happen. I would like to share with you some statistics from the World Health Organization. 1 in 10 people fall ill globally due to these foodborne diseases. Among this, estimated around 150 million are come from Southeast Asia, and estimated around 175,000 die due to this diarrhea, typhoid fever, or hepatitis A, and a quarter of this is children. Do you know what causes this food poisoning? Well, now I want to sum up the 3 factors influencing food poisoning, where the first is basically based on our food hygiene. Second is hygiene of our food handlers. And the third is the kitchen sanitation where we are making our food. Actually, food poisoning can be prevented if people were educated from early ages based on the food safety awareness, because foodborne diseases are preventable, yet everyone has a role to play. So here are some series of ages that will play the roles of knowing the food safety awareness. But I want to focus on young adults. Basically, young adults is in the range between 18 to 22 years old, and they are the important segments of food consumers and food handlers. This range of ages is basically need to know this food safety awareness, but different backgrounds will influence their knowledge about food safety, including their demography, which includes their gender, race, and age. They're having their lifestyle by having habits, sanitation, and different food practices. Then their living condition, whether they live with their family or living with their friends. And lastly, their background by having formal educations or informal educations in home. So in my study, I have 3 main objectives, which is the first to evaluate the demographic information on food safety correspondent. Secondly is to identify the significant factors influencing the food safety knowledge. And the third one is to assess the relationship between the background study and also the food safety knowledge. So in my study, I'm using correspondent from College Community Pasir Salak student which enroll in this semester and are categorized as young adults. So in KKPS, there consists of 4 main programs, which includes food quality and processing, information technology, event management, and also light vehicle services. And my research design is by having structured questionnaires through online based on food safety knowledge. And we are able to gain 164 respondents from all of the current semester students. And this result of correspondent is actually more than 50% of all of the students. So the result is adequate to process with this research. Here are the example of the questionnaires that I have given to my correspondents to be answered using the Google form while online. In the questionnaires, they consist of two sections, where the first section is regarding the demographic respondents, includes the gender, the age, the residential, the current semester of study, the program's enrollment, and the status of marital. While the second section is the food safety knowledge, where it consists of 10 questions based on Odayemi et al. 2019 and with slightly modification from the modules SPK in KPAPS. To analyze my result, I'm using Statistical Analysis by having two types of analyze software, which is the Microsoft Excel and also SPSS. Then I will derive the descriptive statistic using Microsoft Excel and also chi-square test and also cross-tabulation using SPSS. Now we have come to the results and discussion. Here are the summary of the demographic response from 164 respondents, where the first is based on the gender, where 57% of it is female. Then for ages, 91% of it are 15 to 20 years old, while others is more than 20 years old. And half of the students are basically come from second semester, followed by the fourth, the third, and the first semesters. While the programs, half of the respondents is actually coming from the SPK program, and the others are from SPA, STM, and SKR. While for the status, majority are still single, and for the residential, during this pandemic COVID-19, students are actually studying from home. So most of them are still living with their families, and others are living alone or living with their friends, siblings, which are married and not married yet. Based on the questionnaire given, here are the results of the food safety knowledge among respondents, and we have done using the descriptive statistics in Microsoft Excel based on the suitable response that should be known by this respondent regarding food safety. Afterwards, we will analyze it using chi-test, square, and also cross-tabulation data. After we have done the statistical analysis, here are the effects of demographic on food safety knowledge. Based on this demographic, 4 out of this demographic is actually non-significant difference between their variables, because the probability is more than 0.05. While for gender, female actually shows a statistically different from males by knowing more about food safety knowledge. While program, SPK program shows you a very statistically different by having 90.6% of the students could actually know the cause and also symptom of food poisoning. So here we can sum up that the gender and also the programs only the factors that influence the food safety knowledge among students in Pasir Salak Community College. To conclude, program with food background studies and also female correspondent directly influence food safety knowledge among correspondents. Therefore, course education from SPK program supported this research by using the knowledge they gained during their studies to apply on their daily applications of food safety. And as for the recommendation, performing introductory seminar or webinar on food safety knowledge for all other programs in KKPS is highly recommended. And with that, I end my presentation with thank you. Bye. See you again.